What's going on, YouTube? We're back in it for another one, and I'm seeing a lot of people talking about some XDefiant these days, and I like it. I like it. There's a lot of people being pretty negative about this game right now. I think some are overly negative with it, but like, I'm not here to say that these people are wrong. I have my concerns about this game. I am worried about this game. It's like I've said in many videos at this point, if they dropped this game during Modern Warfare Deuce, this game would have had such a better shot of making it out here, because the main draws of the game were they were giving us things that Infinity Ward took away with Modern Warfare 2019, Modern Warfare Deuce. They were giving us back things that we got accustomed to. We got used to using and utilizing in Call of Duty for so many years. They were giving us that back. Sledgehammer Games gave us Ninja back. Sledgehammer Games gave us a working minimap back. So we're pretty much only left at this point with, you know, a COD type clone. Feels like a cheaper kind of knockoff. It feels a little outdated at this point, but we have developers out here speaking against skill-based matchmaking. They don't want it in their casual playlist. So that might be only one last draw, but that is a huge draw, which is why I'm going to be fair with this game. I'm going to give this game the fairest shot I've ever given a game in my life at this point, with how bad the matchmaking has gotten in a lot of these games we have now. Most of the games that I play now, the matchmaking is just, it's on another level, especially in Call of Duty. But we'll come back to this in a minute. I'm nervous about this being a free-to-play game. How good is their anti-cheat? How many cheaters are we going to run into on a daily basis? And the fact that we had multiple tests only for them to delay it for so long, we got a test again, and the test had the exact same problems that we had the first betas and alphas. All of this got me nervous about this game. I'm worried about this game. Trust me when I tell you, I want this game to thrive. Even if I don't like it, even if we get our hands in the game and I'm tired of whatever it is in the game, I hope this game absolutely kills it out here, man. We need this game to do well. It's never going to be a COD killer. Only idiots thought this game was going to kill COD, straight up. Like, COD is not going to die unless COD kills COD. But this could be a tight little alternative, man, when you just want a break from the bullshit. But again, if this game drops broken, every game is an absolute sweat fest. You feel like you can't breathe out here in these lobbies. If you're dealing with all of that over here, even with all the bullshit we got to deal with in Call of Duty, people are just going to end up running it back to COD. Why wouldn't you go back to COD? You got Treyarch on deck. Treyarch's going to be dropping their joint. By far, Call of Duty's best developer. You know they're going to be bringing back movement. You know the minimap's going to work. You know you're going to have a dead silence or a ninja perk. You know you're going to have these things in a Treyarch game. So why wouldn't you bring it over to COD, where the game looks a little bit better, the graphics are a little bit better, the movement doesn't feel as clunky as it did the last little test we had on XDefiant, and you got streaks. There's already a bunch of people who have hit a point where they just don't care about this game anymore, and that's probably the worst spot you can be in. But it's like they've kind of just hit a wall. I mean, it's an Ubisoft game. I hear that all the time. It's an Ubisoft game. They don't want to have anything to do with an Ubisoft game, and that is understandable at this point. They're dropping this game right when the weather is getting nice and right before a Treyarch game is coming up. Like, most of your population, especially at the beginning, are going to be Call of Duty players or former Call of Duty players, people that have been sitting around waiting for the next Treyarch game. These are the people who you're trying to grab, and you're dropping this at a time where a lot less people are gaming, and a lot of people are just at a point where they're tired of the delays. Delay, only for the last test we got to be just as broken as the other test we got almost a year ago. So you can definitely understand where these people are coming from. And like I said, these people that just don't care anymore, this is actually worse for the longevity of the game. The people that are being overly negative and they're just straight up hating on the game, well, there's still some emotion there. You think of channels like mine that critique Call of Duty. I don't make these videos about Call of Duty because I don't care about the game. It's actually the complete opposite. I want to get it back to the greatness it once was. But the people that don't care, they're not going to be playing the game at all, which means they're not going to be spending money on this free-to-play game. They're probably not going to be watching any videos or streams on it or anything like that, which means some of these top content creators that only do this shit for money They're going to see their views are down a little bit, and what are they going to do? They're going to run it over to a game that's going to get them paid. The less big time streamers and YouTubers you see out here covering this game, the less people are going to talk about it, and the game is just going to wither off and die. And like I said a million times at this point, I'm still going to support a developer that is making the type of moves XDefiant is making. But that being said, I'm seeing a lot of people out here pretty hyped for this game right now, really positive, actually a little overly positive, potentially setting themselves up for disappointment. Listen, what they had to say in their matchmaking post, it was great. It was everything I wanted to hear. They're being very transparent. They're saying the right things, talking about if you're in a full party, they're going to try to match you up with other full parties. If you got people on your block list, they're going to try to help you avoid these people because you don't obviously want to be in a lobby with them. Something Call of Duty has not figured out, among many other things. But no skill-based matchmaking in regular pubs. And that's exactly what we wanted to hear. Obviously, we don't know if that's for sure yet. We're going to have to test that when the game gets here. They could just be saying that to try to get people on their game. Of course, we're going to test it out. But there's a lot of people that seem to think they're going to be able to jump on this game launch day, and it's just going to be easygoing, casual. They can have a beer, relax, still have a chance of doing all right. They're not going to get completely stomped on the game. And this is the wrong approach. You got to give this a little bit of time, man. You got to think, the people that are going to be on this game launch day, or like the first week this game is out, the people that are going to be on this game, you think it's going to be a bunch of casuals that have it preloaded and they're just waiting for it to go live in their region and they're going to be on the second it goes live? No, man, they're going to jump on in the weekend or something. They're going to go to the store to try out a new game. They're going to see XDefiant sitting there and they're going to be like, damn, man, yo, this is a brand new game. It's free to play. Oh, I'll have to try that out. It's going to be a lot of YouTubers trying to get gameplay to be one of the first ones with an XDefiant video up on their channel post-launch. It's going to be a lot of streamers. You're going to have the big streamers trying to go hard for their audience. So they're going to be try-harding the entire time they're on the game. Even the smaller streamers with 1-2 viewers, they're going to want to look good in front of their grandmama or mother or whoever's watching their stream. So they're going to be try-harding in full try-hard mode the entire time they're streaming, and even off-stream. They're going to be going hard like that, just trying to get gameplay for their YouTube channel or whatever. It's going to be a lot of the unemployed motherfuckers where video games is life to these people. You know the type of cats that I'm talking about. They somehow think that a good KD in these video games, good stats in these video games means something in the real world. They got no responsibilities in life, just the video game. It's going to be a whole lot of them. And all these people are going to be in a race to rank up as fast as possible, unlocking all the guns, all the attachments, so they can make their little videos on this attachment that's going to take you a while to unlock, or this gun that you don't unlock until rank 55 or some shit. So they could be one of the first people out here on YouTube with a meta video of that gun. They know people are not going to have that unlocked right away. They're going to be one of the first people doing it. This is going to be majority of the pool of players you're going to see right out of the gate on this game. You're going to have to expect the sweat. You just got to be prepared for this. Like, if this game is sweaty as hell right out of the gate, which I'm feeling like it will be when I make my first impressions video, you damn right I'm going to mention it, that it's sweaty as fuck and it's unenjoyable in the moment. But I also know we got to give this a little bit more time. Both of these things can be true. There's a whole lot of nerd gamers out here, these new gen degenerates that take video games way too seriously. And there's a whole lot of noobs and casuals out here you just don't see on Call of Duty because of its matchmaking. We just gotta hope there's a lot of buzz about this game. They end up trying this game out, they like it, and they start balancing these lobbies out. It's gonna feel like skill-based matchmaking in the beginning, man. You gotta expect it. That's all I got for this one. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think in the comment section, and I'll talk to you in the next one.